Good afternoon and welcome to 30th Street Park here in beautiful Philadelphia, Pennsylvania, for this afternoon's game between the Pittsburgh Presbyterians and the Philadelphia Brown Trousers. At this time, we'd like to introduce the starting lineup and batting order of the visiting Pittsburgh Presbyterians. Batting first, the shortstop, number 6, Og McQuatt. Batting second, the left fielder, number 27, Wilt Booper. Batting third, the first baseman, number 14, Jim Bobway. Batting fourth, the catcher, number 24, Shrewd Bland. Batting fifth, the third baseman, number 4, Bale Scottish. Batting sixth, the second baseman, number 28, Nob Obata. Batting seventh, the center fielder, number 11, Spray Bradley. Batting eighth, the right fielder, number 7, Condom Funnel. And batting ninth, the pitcher, number 49, Borty Bonks. And let's give a good welcome to the Brown Trousers of Philadelphia. Philadelphia fans give a sporting and brotherly welcome to them as they take the field for this afternoon's game. The right fielder, number 11, Hogue Wilson. The center fielder, number 48, Greep Barlow. The shortstop, number 9, Bent Wildly. The first baseman, number 2, Murky Goodbar. The catcher, number 14, Ding Low. The third baseman, number 17, Chiunk Dimwitty. The left fielder, number 6, Willie Pregnant. The second baseman, number 3, Poonsley Fair. And taking the mound for today's game, the starting pitcher, number 51, Raleigh Marlings.
Good afternoon to you all. It's a beautiful day here in the city of brotherly love, Philadelphia. You're listening to the sounds of Philadelphia, Radio WIP. My name is Mutton Curtis. This is the Philadelphia Brown Trousers playing ball today against the Pittsburgh Presbyterians, the final game of the 3-game series between the two. And Philadelphia are absolutely on fire, hypothetically speaking. They are moving as if they were on fire. They are moving with quite urgency and a good amount of spirit. They have won the last 5 games in a row, looking to go 6 in a row and sweep the some suddenly struggling Pittsburgh Presbyterians. The Presbyterians find themselves losing the last 6 games in a row. Og McQuatt is going to pop that up into deep left, deep center field. Greep Barlow with the catch. For out number 1, Wilt Booper. Og McQuatt coming in for Jimmy Cutlets, moving Nabo Butter over to second base today. Wilt Booper's going to ground that right to Murky Goodbar at first base. That'll be out number 2. On the mound today is Raleigh Marlings for the Brown Trousers. What a pickup he is from the Memphis Mud Pigs. 6-4 record so far this season. 4.88 is his ERA. This is start number 13 for him. 30 strikeouts in 79 and 1/3 innings pitched and a whip of 1.30. Going to get Zimbabwe to ground out. That was to Bent Wildly playing shortstop again today. And it's a 1-2-3 inning for the Brown Trousers to start things off. On the mound today for Pittsburgh is Borty Bonks. Borty Bonks has an ERA of 5.85. A record of only 3-5. 27 strikeouts. Again, also his 13th start. Faces Hogue Wilson to start things off. That's going to be a leadoff single right up the middle. Spray Bradley will retrieve it. And Hogue Wilson batting .284 this season. Another Memphis Mud Pig. But again, we talk about how that team just came from behind to just take control of the nursery league, and as it stands, I believe close to a dozen of their team, I think about roughly half of their team, was signed to Continental League contracts. Well, striking out, swinging is Greep Barlow. That is strikeout number 28 for Borty Bonks this season. Bring up Bent Wildly, batting .290. It's a 2-0 butter to McQuatt. Fancy Dan double play to end the inning. Well, the Fancy Dan double play brought to you by Fancy Dan Follicle Products. Put more fop in your quaff with Fancy Dan. We have an assortment of tonics, elixirs, and other sort of salves, ointments, creams, and pretty much any sort of liquidy based. Oh my goodness. Murky Goodbar getting Shrewd Bland out with a diving foul ball for out number one. I must say that's worth a salt. I'm going to get you that read in just a moment because I want to remind you, don't be a Mitchell, be a Fancy Dan. Goodness me, they're just coming left and right. Bell Scottish is going to ground out to Murky Goodbar for out number two, and this is Knob or Butter. He's only batting .242 this season. Only in game number 16 for Knob or Butter. That's going to be a diving catch by Poolsley. There, throw to Marlings is in time, and that is 6 up and 6 down today. We head to the bottom of the second. That diving catch from Murky Goodbar is amazing. I must say it's worth a salt, which is why it's brought to you by Salt, the seasoning that you can put on anything. Find it in your local grocers, delicatessens, and wherever salt is sold. That's Salt. You can try it on anything. Murky Goodbar already at a 2-1 count.
That's inside.
Takes ball 3. And it's going to hit that one straight up the middle. Another lead-off single for Goodbar. It is hit number 75 for him this season. He is quite up there in the... It puts him in the top 5 right now of hits leading the league. Very tight at the top, of course. Mike Crock with 80 leads the league at the moment. Of course, we are through 50 games. This is game number 51, so anyone who plays the moment before anybody else will have a bit of a close, a heads up there. Ding Low, of course, hit a single as well to get on, and that is going to be Chunk Dimwitty popping it out, and oh goodness me, Murky Goodbar had to slide himself back into second base. I think he was hoping he could tag up, but didn't see the trajectory of that ball. This brings up Willie Pregnant, and yes, as I have yet to mention, Pittsburgh have been struggling as of late. They have lost 6 of their last 6 games in a row. 24 and 26, 8.5 games out of first place. However, Philadelphia are on a 5-game winning streak, looking to go 6, and that's going to get right past Condom Funnel. That will score 1, possibly 2, as Funnel is retrieving it. Looks like Pregnant is going for 3. 2-run score. Pregnant is in with a triple, his second of the season. It's 2-0. Brown Trousers. Philadelphia are 30 and 20, 2.5 games out of first place. Excuse me, I believe that was 2 games out of first place. However, I believe New Ohio got the win earlier today. That's going to be completely fair. Striking out swinging. That's strikeout number 2 today for Borty Bonks. And we head to the pitcher spot. Raleigh Mullings got 2 hits this season. Swings at the first one. To be fair, as a Memphis Mudpig, he was batting .231. So the man shows he can bat. He hit 1 home run, 2 RBIs. He's got 1 RBI this season. But he will strike out looking to end the inning. Well, a 2-run triple from Willie Pregnant gets the Brown Trousers on the board.
That's inside.
And they are really surging. My goodness. They swept the New York Haberdashers, and they are looking to do the exact same thing right here to the Presbyterians, and they are putting the New Ohio Debonaires on notice. If they win today, they will stay 2 games back of first place. And that is a very different story than what we saw in the first half of the season when New Ohio was running away with it, and where the Philadelphia Brown Trousers at one point were in last place. Moose Masic could not get a win on his record to save anything, and he has proven to be one of the top pitchers as we knew him to be. Condon Funnel will pop that one up into Grief Barlow's glove in center field. That will be yet another easy 1-2-3 inning as Borty Bonks hits it right to the first baseman, Murky Goodbar. Easy jog over. And we head to the bottom of the third. Pogue Wilson taking the plate. He started with a leadoff single for the brown trousers to start the game going here. He's going to make it 2 for 2 as that's a single right up the middle to Spray Bradley, almost identical to the first hit he got today. That's hit number 58 for him this season. 11 home runs, 29 RBIs, and 13 RBIs in 19 games and 5 home runs in the same amount of games when he played for the Memphis Mudpigs. His Greek Bottle struck out in his first at-bat. It's going to be a single up the middle as well for him. So he's on base for the first time today, batting .286 with hit number 55 for him. And bent wildly into the double play to end the first inning. He's going to record it out by popping it up to Shrewd Bland in foul territory. Now it's Murky Goodbar batting .372 in the cleanup position.
Ball inside.
Runners in scoring position, he is batting .396. So if there's someone with 2 runners on base that you would like to see at the plate, Murky Goodbar is one of them. However, he's going to just go right to... Well, it's gonna be a fielder's choice that will ultimately move. Well, it won't be a fielder's choice. It'll be an out that moves the runners to second and third. The throw not in time to get Greek Barlow. However, Ding Low, the catcher, has a single to go right there. He's going to strike out looking, and that will retire the side. We head into the top of the fourth. 2 runners stranded on second and third. Still 2-0, the brown trousers yet to really quite come alive in the way that we have seen them of late. But that drought seems to be hitting Pittsburgh even more so. These were batting leaders in the Continental League for the first half of the season, and I don't know what has happened. I can't really speak of it. Well, that is going to be an error that will get Og McQuert on first. I think the error will be recorded to Bent Wildly. And so 1 runner on. That is going to be that's going to be a single for Welt Booper. It will move Og McQuert to second. Booper is on first. That is the first official scored hit of the game for Pittsburgh.
Steve Wright.
And with 1 runner, 90 feet away, Jim Bobway has 44 runs batted in, a .360 average, and .404 when there are runners in scoring position. Well, if that's caught, that's an easy... yes, that's going to be a sacrifice fly in foul territory. However, the Presbyterians will get on the board with a sacrifice fly hit by Jim Bobway. That's RBI number 45 for him.
Nope, that's high.
Ball 1 for Shrewd Bland. He's going to pop that into the air. The man who leads the Continental League in home runs. Oh, that's dropped. It's another error. Greek Barlow. Well, my goodness me. That puts a runner on first in Shrewd Bland. And, of course, Welt Booper still at second, giving Bale Scottish the chance to bat in another run. It is going all wrong in the field for the brown trousers. Bale Scottish with an RBI single to make it 2 apiece. That's RBI number 15 for him. And we can just about keep up with it. It's a knob or butter. First pitch was a strike, and that is going to be strike 2-0 into the count when he hits that one foul down the third base line. He's going to strike out looking. That is the first strikeout for Raleigh Maulings today. 2 apiece in the runs column here in the top of the fourth. You're listening to Radio WIP. My name is Mutton Curtis. This is the sounds of Philadelphia and the sounds of Philadelphia Brown Trousers baseball, as Ray Bradley does not get a run batted in, but he keeps his average of .283 going up with a hit, a single to load the bases. For Condom Funnel batting .252, 17 runs batted in with runners in scoring position. That's .343 is his average. It's going to be right to Chunk Dimwitty. Puts his body in the way and cannot get up in time to make the throw for out number 3, so it's going to be an RBI single for Condom Funnel.
Right.
And the bases are still loaded. 2 outs. Borty Banks will give a little bit of relief here to Philadelphia by popping it up to Coonsley Fair. That retires the sides, however, a 3-run inning that started off with 2 errors recorded, according to my score sheet at least. I missed the official line score, but we'll find out officially if those will be 2 errors recorded to Philadelphia. I can't imagine they aren't. I think there was a throw that was in the dirt from Bent Wildly, and of course Grebe Barlow's rough catch in outfield. Well, Chunk Dimwitty will start things off here in the bottom of the 4th by walking. That is the 8th time he has walked. It is walk number 13 for Borty Banks this season. And a lot more patience from the batsmen in the second half of this season, as well as umpires being a little more stringent in what they are considering into the strikes and balls. I guess they have to be called into play a little bit more. No one is swinging as willy-nilly such of ways. And that's going to be a strikeout looking of Willie Pregnant. So the fifth strikeout today for Borty Banks. Puts him at 32 on the season. And Coonsley Fair will take that right off the thigh, the meaty part of the thigh. And will put him on base. So the 2 runners on with 1 out. With Raleigh Mullings to the plate. Keeps showing bunt, but thinks better of it, pulls his bat back and takes the ball. That's going to be a bunt right to Borty Banks. Could be an easy play. No! Well, goodness me, that's being a sacrifice bunt after all. The Fancy Dan was outrun by Coonsley Fair, so bully to him on that one for breaking up the double play and keeping the inning alive with Hogue Wilson at the top of the order, who's 2 for 2 today. You'll see quite the roller coaster of a game, as that is going to be a walk for Hogue Wilson. So the bases are in fact loaded for Grebe Barlow, and Borty Banks will take it to the bench. He will make it through 3 2/3 innings for Bolt Velocidad, who will get the final out of the inning. On one pitch, he pops it up into foul territory, and that is man with that one. So Bolt Velocidad will take over for Borty Banks. And a 1 pitch, 1 out for Og McQuaid to start the inning off. Well, Hooper will get his second hit for the day. Single right up the middle to Grebe Barlow. With runner on, here is Jim Bobway. 1 out, bottom of the, top of the 5th, excuse me. That's a line shot up the middle. Grebe Barlow right in front of it. It's going to move the runner to second. So runners on first and second with 1 out. It's Shrewd Bland. A home run in quite some time.
Steve Wright.
He did reach on an error in his last at-bat. That was in that very eventful 3-run 4th inning for the Presbyterians. Gonna escape the infield. Coonsley Fair not able to get to it in time. That's gonna put 1 runner in, and it's going to slide in. Jim Bobway to 3rd. So runners are on the corners. It's 4-2 in favor of the Presbyterians. RBI number 42 from Shrewd Bland. Well, his home run drought continues. However, he does contribute to the scoreline with his first hit of the game. Dale Scottish is going to line that one right to Murky Goodbar, and Bland had to slide right back in to avoid ending this inning. Nobble Butter struck out at his last at bat.
Outside.
Takes ball 1.
That's low.
Ollie Molling still looking fairly good, a bit on the nervy side. Wants to get out of this inning. That's going to be a line drive. That's going to score another run. It's going to be 5-2 Presbyterians with an RBI single from Nob O'Butter. Only his 6th of the season. Again, he's only game number 16 for him. Ray Bradley takes strike 1. He had a single in his last at-bat. Fouls off for a 1-2 count. Fouls it off yet again. 1-2 the counts. That's going to be right to the glove of Bent Wildly for out number 3, and that strands a few runners. Well, a very busy 4th and 5th inning for the Presbyterians. They seem to have found the bats yet again. But Rolly Mollings gets out of it, and Bent Wildly faces Bolt Velocidad. Now I'll tell you, he has a 3-2 record, an ERA of 6.14. 2 saves on his record. But I imagine there's no save situation for him at this time. Coming into the 4th inning to get the last out. He's going to be asked to go a little bit longer today. 17 strikeouts as he gets. Bent Wildly to pop out to Welt Boopa. Murky Goodbar to the plate. But Velocidad has made appearances in 28 different games. He's pitched a total of 44 innings. That averages to about an inning and a half for him. 17 strikeouts, a whip of 193. So if the Brown Trousers can get to him, that's not going to be the worst of situations. It's not the most unreasonable things to ask for. He's going to walk Murky Goodboss. That's walk number 24 for him this season. Does seem to walk people a lot. Opposing batting average against Velocidad is 333. So that's not, again, it's not an unhittable pitcher.
Right.
Well, Ding Low is going to strike out swing. That's his 2nd strikeout today. The first one was looking. Velocidad getting a big strikeout, number 18 for him on the season. However, with 2 outs, Chunk Dimwitty is going to hit that all the way to the wall. That's going to score 1 run, and then Philadelphia Brown Trousers get 1 back on an RBI double from Chunk Dimwitty. Double number 7 for him this season. Dimwitty, another Memphis Mud Pig, shock of all shocks, where the big bats are coming from. That was a talent-loaded team. Memphis knew how to recruit some new baseball players, and they found their way into the Continental League, no problem. I can't wait to see what they are going to do next. With the Nursery League, I imagine there's going to be a lot of replacement players getting sent down, trying to find their way back in. Pregnant is going to strike out swinging. Strikeout number 2 today for both Velocidad, and that will retire the sides. We head to the top of the 6th. It's a 5-3 game. Scoring does not seem to be over just yet in this one, folks. So if you are listening to my voice on Radio WIB, then do not go too far from your radio. Condom Funnel starts things off with a leadoff single. Get to the top of the 6th open. And of course, there's nothing beats coming down here to 30th Street Park. It's a beautiful part of Philadelphia. Nothing but green pastures and of course a beautiful baseball field. Here in 30th Street area of Philadelphia, I can't imagine a single thing ever going in this location other than a beautiful stadium such as this one. Beautiful day in Philadelphia, beautiful summer afternoon, great day for baseball. Do come out to 30th Street Park when you can, and it's going to move. Voti Banks is going to, I guess it sacrifices, it moves funnel up to 2nd. Doesn't really count as a sacrifice. Bunt, so much didn't lay down the bunt. Wildly sees Dimwitty, and there's going to be a rundown, and it's going to be Coonsley fair. Rolly Mollings involved in this one. This is going to be a bit of a, well, they're going to get him, I think, eventually. Bent Wildly, yes, getting the out eventually on that one in a rundown. As Og McQuaid hits into the fielder's choice. I beg your pardon, I said 40 bunks. It's actually called Velocidad, not bunks. Well, that is going to be what Hooper hitting out number 3 to make it a 1-2-3 inning for the Brown Trousers, who lead, who trail by 2 runs here into the bottom of the 6th. Both Velocidad. Mason Poonsley Fair, 8th in the lineup with the pitcher spot on deck. That was almost lost by Zimbabwe. Recovers, gets the out. Board Velocity, of course, coming by to help him out. That will do it for Ronnie Mullings. Coming in is Truss Grundleson. Grundleson batting 260.
Steve Wright.
So 6 innings strong from Raleigh Mullings as Grundleson is going to get an extra base hit all the way back to the wall. Spray Bradley retrieves it, and Grundleson hits double number 6 for himself this season. We head to the top of the order again. Hogue Wilson with only one out. And a runner at second. That is ball 2, 2-2 the count. Lassadad really used a lot of pitches today. Bale Scottish retrieves that one, gets the runner at first, and keeps Grundleson at second. Reep Barlow takes strike one. The second pitch is high and outside for ball one.
That's inside.
2-1 count. That one was low, almost to the third. Barlow has one hit today. He's going to ground it right to Nababata, and that will strand Grundleson at second and bring in Tiddly Benetti. Top of the seventh, Tiddly Benetti, an 8.15 ERA. Making his 15th appearance this season out of the bullpen. We'll start off by walking Zimbabwe. That is walk number 11 for Benetti this season. Well, 4 strikeouts. Has pitched 17 2/3 innings. ERA of 8.15, a whip of 198. So again, not the prime choice out of the bullpen, but again, I'm not the manager of the Philadelphia Brown Trousers. And he's going to give up a single right up the middle. Greet Barlow with that one. Bland is on for the third time today. However, that is his second hit of the day. He reached an error in the 4th inning. He reached on an error. No outs. Here's Bale Scottish. Hits it right to, oh goodness me, we're diving onto it, was Murky Goodbar, and that will score a run. Bale Scottish, his second RBI today. Number 16 for him. It's 6-3 in favor of the Presbyterians. Goodbar just dove onto that ball, and that gave a chance for Zimbabwe to round third and go straight home. Well, Nababata will strike out looking, so that's out to number 1. Spray Bradley with runners on first and second. He has 1 for 3 today with a single in the 4th. His average with runners in scoring position about the same as his regular one, 283 versus 292, so a couple of points difference. Not terribly inconsistent. 3-1 the count, and Benetti, well, gets it full. Gets in swinging for strike 3 and out number 2. Condom Funnel 2 for 3 today with an RBI. Does very well with runners in scoring position. His average only almost goes up by an entire 100 points, from 252 to 343. He gets those clutch hits when necessary. Makes contact 90% of the time.
Steve Wright.
One into the count. That is ball 2. That one was high. It's hit right to Chunk Dimwitty. Throws. Gets the runner out. And strands the 2 runners. Well, Pittsburgh add another run to the game. To the scoreboard, excuse me. Six to 3 in the bottom of the 7th. Boat Velocity staying on the mound, facing Bent Wildly for the second time today. This is his 4th at-bat. And he would pop it up on the second pitch into foul territory. Condom Funnel with the catch, just on the foul side of the first base line. Murky Goodbar having a
Inside.
mildly quiet day, a single and a walk.
Ball high.
Hasn't really
Be right.
come alive in the way that we normally expect to see. Murky Goodbar is going to pop that one up in the air. Spray Bradley is jogging to the middle of the outfield to retrieve it at the catch for out number 2. And it doesn't seem like Philadelphia has found quite an answer just yet. For Bo Velocidad, who is only at 46 pitches, my goodness. It's a very strong relief effort for him. He gets it popped up. That's Ding Low popping up, and he has had quite an off day. That's going to be in foul territory. Shrewd Bland catches it and jogs back to the dugout. So we are through 7. 6-3, Pittsburgh and Philadelphia both looking to break streaks with this result. Philadelphia have won their last 5 games. The
Ball inside.
Brown Trousers, the Presbyterians have lost their last 6. So in comes Jimmy Soup Cutlets, who were ground out in a pinch hitting effort. Cutlets found himself on the bench today, has had a loss of form. And Og McQuaid will get his first hit of the game. In his 5th at-bat, that is a single right to the left field. Well, Booper 2 for 4 today. That is into the glove. Underhanded catch by Groot Barlow. Excellent tracking down by Barlow to get out number 2. And Jim Bobway with 2 outs here in the top of the 8th. 6-3. He's had
Nope. Outside.
he's got 1 run batted in, 1 hit and 1 walk.
That's
It is
outside.
sacrifice fly in the 4th that started the scoring for the Presbyterians.
Goes out.
Checking to make sure that McQuaid stays on his base. Does Benetti, and Bobway hits it. Is it far enough? It's going to bounce off the wall in center field. Barlow gets it. Bobway is in with a double, and that scores McQuaid from first. An RBI double from Jim Bobway. RBI number 46 for him. And in comes Vip Cray,
That's inside.
who has been the premier choice of relief pitchers for the Brown Trousers. Well, again, don't want to overwork him. That's going to miss the glove of Barlow. Oh my goodness, well, it drops right before he slides to catch it. It's going to score another one, and that is going to move Bland into 3rd. Well, Shrewd Bland, an RBI triple, makes this 8-3. The Presbyterians, the bats have found some life again. Fair Scottish will ground it right to Murky Goodbar, but not before the damage has been done. Head to the bottom of the 8th. Chunk Dimwitty facing Warden Lobster.
Be right.
3-1 record, of 5.11 ERA. 11 strikeouts from 44 innings pitched. And again, Dimwitty to ground out for the first out. And Willie Pregnant.
Steve right. Nope, that's high. Off the plate.
1-1 the count. Fouls it off the 3rd base line. And a slow tracing ground ball to Nababata. Throw is an easy one to Bobway for out number 2. Hoomsley Fair not had much of a day. He's 0 for 2. He was hit by a pitch. It is the only time he appears on base. Breaks his bat by getting jammed right to Zimbabwe. It's a 1-2-3 inning. And the Presbyterians take the plate yet again. Vip Cray still on the mound, facing Nabo Butter.
Be right.
And O'Butter opens things up with a single right up the middle. Barlow retrieving it. And Spray Bradley, 1 for 4 today.
Nope, that's outside.
First pitch is high for ball 1.
Nope.
That is inside, 2-0 the count. Pops it up for a foul ball into the third baseline seats. 3-1 the count, facing Spray Bradley. Swings at a 1, strike 2, full count. And it's going to be a line shot right to the glove of Willie Pregnant for out number 1. Condom Funnel has had 2 hits today and it's 1 RBI single in the 4th. That was the 3rd run scored of the game for the Presbyterians. Kind of the precursor before the game opened up and they took this 5-run, what is now a 5-run lead. Philadelphia scored first with a 2-0 inning. And Funnel will walk. This heads to Warden Lobster, who will stay in this game and bat. Got 1 hit from 4 at-bats. First bit, he tries to bunt it, it is foul. Plays down another bunt. That is right to Cray. Cray does move the runners. And it brings us to Og McQuaid, his 6th at-bat today. Goodness me. It looks like they might, I don't know if that's going to be, and well, yes, I think that will be, and they will be walking him to allow the out to be at any base. So an intentional walk. Rob McQuaid is only 1 for 5 today, which is surprising. I think that's a very gettable out if I'm the manager, but again, I'm not the one throwing the ball. That's going to be, oh well, it holds everyone. It just bounced off the glove of Ding Low, and he retrieves it quickly right to Poonsley Fair, and on a 1-1. That's out number 3. So that will do it for the Presbyterians. At the plate, Warden Lobster is on the mound. I imagine that will stay the same way. Vip Cray, I have to imagine, will not be batting. It will be Pickles Dillhoffel. Dillhoffel is going to strike out. Wow, goodness me, that was very much ado about nothing for the man batting 448. It brings it to Hope Wilson, who on the first pitch will pop it up into the air. That looks like it's going to be an easy catch for Nabo Butter. And what could be the last out is Greep Barlow. He's 1 for 4 today with a single. Feels like he can be on a go. He's going to be on with a single again. That's up the middle. Spray Bradley catches it. And with 2 outs, Bent Wildly, who is 0 for 4 today, will try to keep this game alive for the Brown Trousers. 5-run deficit is a bit hard to overcome, but take a bit at it one at a time. That's going to drop right into the glove of Will Cooper, and that will end the game. So the Pittsburgh Presbyterians get their first win in 7 games. They snap a losing streak. And the final score of this one, a loss for the Brown Trousers here at 30th Street Park. Final score, Pittsburgh Presbyterians, 8 runs from 15 hits. The Philadelphia Brown Trousers, 3 runs from 9 hits with 2 errors. That does move the New Ohio Debonaires 3 games clear of first place. Philadelphia dropped to 3 games back, 30-21 their record. Pittsburgh go to 25-26, 8 games out of first place. They tie with New York, who also got a loss, who were the team that lost to New Ohio, and both teams at 51 games. The winning pitcher is Boat Velocidad. So Boat Velocidad gets the win to his record today. That improves him to 4-2. Raleigh Mullings suffers the loss today after going 6 innings pitched. Well, Borty Banks came out of the game early, but the relief pitching of Boat Velocidad was outstanding. Only 2 hits allowed, 1 earned run. And then it all started to come apart when Raleigh Mullings went out of the game. And Tiddly Benetti as well, giving up 3 earned runs. Our we'd like to thank our sponsors. The Honeywheat Tobacco Company bring you fresh hand-rolled cigarettes grown in the fabled tobacco roads of the Carolinas for providing us with the finest dandies of the day. The third finest dandy today is, in fact, Raleigh Mullings from the Brown Trousers, going 6 innings pitched, 1 strikeout, only 2 earned runs, and giving up 9 hits. The second finest dandy is Shrewd Bland, going 3 for 5 with a triple and 2 RBIs scored from that triple, if I recall correctly. But Zimbabwe is the finest dandy of the day from Pittsburgh. He will get a complimentary carton of Honeywheat cigarettes for his efforts. He went 2 for 3 today with 2 RBIs and a double. And one was from the double. The other was a sacrifice fly, if I recall correctly. He is your finest dandy of the day, sponsored by the Honeywheat Tobacco Company, who humbly request that you smoke wheat every day. That concludes the series between these two teams, the interstate rivals, as Philadelphia take 2 of the 3 games from this series and make a charge at the New Ohio Debonaires. They remain 3 games behind. Pittsburgh snapped their losing streak, and they start if they win another game, they get another winning streak. Philadelphia head on the road. They head north to Boston to face the Ruffians tomorrow with a 3-game series on deck there. On the mound for Philadelphia will be Shackelford Stanwyck, taking on Melron Snellnitz for Boston. As for Pittsburgh, they head back home where they welcome the Chicago Tea-Tartlers for a 3-game series. Both those games are tomorrow. We will head to the road and give you the broadcast. Of course, it'll be the road game, but of course you can always hear every home game of the Philadelphia Brown Trousers right here on Radio WIP. My name is Mutton Curtis. I wish you a good rest of the day. And despite the loss, please keep your head high and your trousers brown.